Yo guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Trust me, my name is Daki, and I'm here to give you guys good news to all lovers of Burna Boy. Finally, that stuff that took you guys sleepless nights in the UK to keep streaming, all of that has come to pass because Burna Boy is now number one on the chart. Now, which chart are we talking about? Just stay tuned in the news. I'll bring them to you. My name is Daki, spelled Darki, and then you know it double E. Welcome to Gospel Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music and across the country. To our fans all over the world, we say thank you for doing what you do. We love you, we appreciate you, and trust us, we will never, ever take you guys for granted. Let's go straight up to what the news looked like. Yesterday, Ruga came through over the midnight, and finally, he has dropped the project, Rule the World. And I kind of feel like that was like there was a massive build up for the project, massive build up, and so far so good. That project has lived up to the expectations people had for it. Moving on, we saw where the artwork looked like this. The idea of this artwork is so amazing. The fact that we saw the globe wearing the one eye patch thingy from Ruga. So obviously, it just means that Ruga is set to take the world on the Ruga trip. Moving on, we saw when he released the track list, and then we show of songs like Tor, Ashana, I Want Peace, Blue, Addiction with Steph London, Christy, All My Days with South Soul, Ashiwaju, Nne, Likely with Governor, Boy Toy, Dear X, Island Girl with Projects, Red Flag, Joseph Boy, Bon with Jugglers, and Holy Ground as the last track, track 17. Amazing one for Ruga. At the same time, once again, it came through without featuring any Nigerian artist, and that is still standing. Ruga has the history of not at the point ever featuring a Nigerian artist, and on the project also, he proved that again, and this time the wait still continues. And the question is going to be, when would Ruga feature a Nigerian artist? Moving on, we saw before the Rule the World album was released, songs of the album already has amassed about 300 million streams on Spotify. I'm sorry, across all platforms, inclusive of Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, AudioMac, and Boomplay. 5 DSPs and songs that were released, songs like Ashuaju and the likes, already surpassed 300 million streams across 5 DSPs. Now, for last year when Ashuaju was released, that song was on number one for forever. It was there for like 12 December, going to January and all of that. The song stayed long as number one at the time, and people loved the song. And the song had so many meaning. For some person, it was election period, and they were listening to it for election. For some person, it was just vibe and cruise, and they loved it at the time. Moving on, we saw where he came out to give massive shout out to legendary Beats, and then he said at the time he remembered walking to the studio and him meeting legendary for the first time, and it was it was confused because he didn't know what he should do. Should he do like a mad jam? He wasn't even sure what he was going to do. Starstruck and all of that. And he said at the point he had to walk out to the studio, and then when he came back, they were talking about food and drink, and then he said he ate, and then after eating, the energy was back and it was vibing back to back, and boom, voila, they came through with the project and all of that. Amazing one for Ruga on that one. Though he said legendary, obviously we all know the fact that he has been in the game for quite a while, and then he has produced some of the biggest songs we've heard so far. And then Ruga came out to give shout outs to legendary beats on that one. Moving on, we saw yesterday where he organized listening session in London, more like a listening a dinner session where all the friends he had gathered together in a space. Adeshokwe was there to listen to what the project looked like, Rule the World, and obviously whoever it is that was there came out to give positive remarks on what the project looked like. Now we listen to the album, and I kind of feel like our remarks are still same because Ruga really outdid himself on this one. Rule the World really is ruling the world. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw Asake Walk of Art just surpassed 1.3 billion stream across in 2 months across 5 DSPs. Audio Mark 430 million, YouTube 180 million, Boomplay 174.8 million, Spotify 114 million, and then for Apple Music 125 million. Just so you know, Asake is amassing massive numbers on Audio Mark with 430 million plus, and that's a massive one for Asake at the time. Moving on, we saw for obviously for TCN, that's the turntable chart. They came out with their chart, and they are saying Lonely at the Top becomes Asake longest number one song in Nigeria as it locks up its seventh atop the official Nigeria Top 100. It equals the 7-week reign of Bandana. Just so you know, Bandana was there for 7 weeks, and now Lonely at the Top has also been there for 7 weeks, and for next week, it will make it the 8th week, breaking the initial record. Moving on, we saw where Empire presents the work of art in Ikoyi on the second day of September, that's tomorrow. There's going to be like a lot of variation of stuff to do, sip and paint, art exhibition, photo area, free drinks, and all of that, music and dance. But then they are saying they want to give lucky tickets to the fans out there, and all you have to do is just tell us. You have to tell them basically. Don't you say tell us, but then tell them and tell them the first song that got you hooked on Asake in the comment section. Now it's going to be a random thing, so you might be selected and you also might not. But the good thing is that Asake Work of Art is coming to Ikoyi to grace the event. Amazing one. Hopefully, we might just get to see Asake in the event. But thinking about it, the Ed is also, I think, 2nd of September. So it's probably going to be like a mix of will Ashake be there? Let's see what happens, whether it's going to be there or not. Because we all know that it's going to be at the Eddies to pick up his award as the next race artist if should he win it. Obviously, there are all talks about how he is going to win it. But then, yeah, this can be funny. Maybe someone else will win it. But regardless, Ashake stands tall amidst all the other nominations or nominees in the category. Moving on, we saw Lonely at the Top has now garnered 70 million stream on Audio Mark, and it is the most streamed 2023 song on the platform. Amazing one for Shake and Audio Mark. Moving on, we saw for the Barclays Center update, 19,000 capacity has just been sold out in 2 months, and obviously only Mr. Sold Out can do that. We remember that after he sold out the O2 Arena, he was nicknamed Mr. Sold Out, and this time he has taken that euphoria to the Barclays Center, and then he has sold out a 19,000 capacity space at the Barclays Center in the USA, and that's a massive one for Shake on that one. Also, moving on, we have Burna Boy as the next guy on the news. We saw Burna Boy, I Told Them album officially debut at #1 on the UK official album chart. I Told Them become the first African album in the history of mankind to reach #1 on the UK album chart. I kind of feel like I have a problem with this mankind thingy, but it's their choice of words, so we have to respect it as it well. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy receiving his plaque for that, for getting to #1 on the UK album chart, and that's a massive one for Burna Boy. I always wanted this. The last time he dropped Love Damini, he wanted to be #1, but then manages to be #2. But this time, he broke his own record by leaving 2 behind and topping the charts. A black man doing that, it just shows that Afrobeat is becoming, or rather, Afrofusion is the next conversation. Moving on, we saw I Told Them becomes the African album to chart the most song on the UK singles chart, 4 songs, surpassing Love Damini album, which charted 3 songs on the charts. Also, Cheat on Me with Dave debut at 19 on this week UK official single charts, and Burna Boy extended the record as the African artist with the most entries in the chart history with 22 songs. Moving on for the top 5 highest peaking Nigerian album in Ireland. For the top 5 highest peaking Nigerian album in Ireland official album chart, Burna Boy, out of top 5, Burna Boy occupies 3 positions with Love Damini, I Told Them, and Trouser Stall. Mashake, Mr. Money with the Vibe is also there, and Davido Timeless is also there. Having 3 songs on the chart shows that in that zone, you maybe own that zone. Moving on, Cheat on Me with Dave debuted on 42 on Ireland official singles chart, and I Told Them join Love Damini, as we've said that before, and that's a massive one for Burna Boy. In as far as Ireland, it just shows that music has no boundaries. Just listen to it, vibe to it, and get the same feeling the artist got when he was writing those songs. Moving on, I Told Them album debut on 25 on the Ireland official album chart, and that's a massive one, obviously, again, to Burna Boy. At the same time, for the top 3 highest peaking Nigerian album in France, talking about the France official album charts history, Burna Boy also has the 3 of them with Love Damini, I Told Them, and Twice as Tall. As we speak, I Told Them is on #6, Love Damini 17, and Twice as Tall 29, all simultaneously charting, and that's a massive one to Burna Boy. Only 3 Nigerian albums has ever entered the Norway official album charts, and then Burna Boy again is there with I Told Them, Love Damini, and Twice as Tall. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy I Told Them debut #6 on Norway official album chart. I Told Them is now the joint highest peaking African album in the chart history with Love Damini, which also peaked at #6. Burna Boy I Told Them album debut at #6 on this on France official album chart. I Told Them is now the officially highest peaking African album in the chart history, surpassing Love Damini, which peaked at #17. Breaking news, and this is for those who are not ready, but obviously artists should have submitted it before now. The Grammys entry submission will close today. So tell your favorite artists if you think your song is Grammy worthy and you want to win an award. The submission closes today. Davido, Burna Boy, Whiskey, Asake, Olamide, Wande Cole, Ruga, everybody, Benson. If you have a song that you think is Grammy worthy, Fireboy, submission closes today. So what are you going to do? Make sure you submit it today because by tomorrow it will no longer be accepted. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and trust me, I'll catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys.